We're gonna try this again, y'all. Let's see how it go. And like I always tell y'all, make sure you hit that like button as you enter the chat room. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend, and thank you to all my newer supporters. Thank you to all my older supporters. Like I always tell y'all, make sure you feel free to hit me back. Make sure y'all talk to me in the chat room. I love hearing from y'all. I know a lot of y'all are shy. I know a lot of y'all are standoffish. I understand that because we all are like the same type of people. That's why y'all watch me. But I would still love to hear from y'all if y'all mind, making sure y'all hit me up behind the scenes and make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you follow me at Godbody_2009. Make sure y'all, if y'all want to hit me up behind the scenes, make sure you hit me up at 312-526-6350. It's 312-526-6350. I'm giving a little chance for everybody to come up in here, but I want to tell y'all thank you for those that's been hit me up behind the scenes. Thank you for those that's been subscribing to the channel, subscribing to the new membership. Thank you for those that continue to support when they can. I really appreciate that. And like I always tell y'all, if you want to hit me up behind the scenes, make sure you hit me up at 312-526-6350. 312-526-6350. And make sure y'all hit me up behind the scenes. Hold on, let me make sure I got this straight, y'all. And like I always tell y'all, make sure you subscribe as you enter the chat room. You know, um, Make sure you comment. I love to hear from y'all, so make sure you comment if you can. And I appreciate it. And this is gonna be called a real Scorpio man. Love melted in her memory. And I'm gonna start this over from the top because this will be a lot better. Hopefully we gonna shoot for that. We shooting for that, man. We really shooting for that. And to those that enjoy the channel, please make sure you comment. Make sure you reach out to me. Make sure you show that love you can. But y'all excuse me, y'all, because this is kind of last minute. But I still wanted to make sure I do this for y'all. One thing you got to understand when you're dealing with Scorpio man is we only deal with the most intense people because we are very personable. We are very serious. We are very intertwined with whoever we're dealing with. We don't deal with nobody on a short term type of connection unless it's literally forced that way and there's no other possible option. Because Scorpio is an individual that's very serious. We're very intense. We have a very sentimental connection with all our partners when we're dealing with them. We have a very serious connection with all our girlfriends, wives, anybody that's surrounding us is very serious for us. It's very deep for us, and it leaves a very memorable feeling. That's why we can't really easily let partners go. We don't really have this connection where we forget relationships easily. We don't have this fake connection where people you know hey, what's going on? Let me know where you're from. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe, friend. I'm happy to see you. Thank you for coming in. I'm pretty sure you look wonderful too. Most of all my supporters, all of y'all are beautiful. I love all of y'all as my supporters, and I want y'all to know that. I know I'm rough around the edges, just like most Scorpios, but when it's all said and done, I appreciate all my supporters, and I appreciate it, and I don't take it for granted. So make sure you hit that like button, Miss Tomorrow. Let me know where you from. Don't just pull my leg and then scatter off on me. Let me know where you from. Make sure you hit that like button. If you don't know how to hit it, let me know. But every relationship I have has left a deep impact on me. And when you're dealing with a Scorpio, you have to understand you leave a deep impact on him. That's why he doesn't take stuff lightly with you. That's why certain times he may be very serious and come off as a very intense individual, very deep, very unforgettable type of person. So you have to understand when you're dealing with him, is he's not going to, you know, be playing. He's not going to be playing. He's not going to be disconnected. We're not going to be passive aggressive. We pay very close. We're very attentive. We're very we have a very potent aura when you're around the Scorpio, especially if he wear cologne, he wears scented type of stuff on him to make him smell. Like we have a very potent type of aura where you're gonna feel like we're around, especially if he comes in your environment or comes around you. You're gonna feel like you're gonna feel like you hate him. You're gonna feel like we're literally surrounding you. You're gonna feel like we seriously are just all over you at times. Y'all give me a second. Oh, you from NYC? Okay. Much love to New York City. Y'all excuse me. I just had to see something right quick. Hold on, let me get. Thank you so much. Where you from? And make sure y'all hit that like button. I love and I appreciate all the support, but make sure you hit that like button. And one thing you gotta understand when you connect with us, we only connect with deep, serious partners. Anybody that I'm dealing with, I'm going to leave the best pieces of myself with them, regardless of how you may fall out or how things may end up in a relationship, whether good or bad. We're going to leave deep pieces with you. He's going to leave. You're going to learn from us. It's just going to be just like those old school, real deep relationships where you're not going to. It's not going to have this ordinary impact. You're going to learn from us. Hold on, let me take this negativity out. I don't like negative auras and negative stuff. You're gonna have a deep. We're gonna have a deep impact with you. Um, you're gonna learn from us. We're gonna learn from you. The sexual connection, the sensual connection. Yes, it's definitely gonna be deep. I'm gonna get to that part, but I'm just giving y'all the edges of it first, and then we're gonna go into the more deep in depth parts of it. But when you're dealing with a Scorpio man, understand that he's always going to be serious when it comes to connecting with you. I had to make sure that weirdo was out of here. You know, you're gonna have. Okay, much love to NYC. Y'all let the rest of y'all let me know where you from. Miss Too Much Grant, let me know where you from. Don't just come in here talking about some happy birthday. Let me know where you from. Where's your sister from? I don't mind showing her no birthday love. Let me know where y'all from. When her let me know how old she is. I don't want to. You ain't gotta tell me that, but let me know where y'all from. But I leave deep, impactful memories. I have a deep sentimental connection. I have a deep, passionate connection that's very intense with any woman that I'm with. So that's why a lot of Scorpios like me, a lot of individuals that might, date Scorpios like me, we don't have this normal connection with you. You're not gonna have this thing with us where you easily forget us. You're not gonna have this normal connection with us where it's gonna be easy to disconnect from us because we hit deep with whoever we're dealing with. We have a deep connection with whoever we're dealing with. And I'm sorry if I'm too bright. I just want to make sure my lighting look good for y'all. That's all. We have a deep, impactful connection with whoever we're dealing with. So if you're dating us, we're gonna have the deepest conversations with you because y'all have to understand that most Scorpio men we're very closed off. We're I'm not gonna say all the time. I do say introverted, but yeah, we do have the introverted nature, but we will talk. We will reach out to people. We are social to an extent, but we only connect with the most serious individuals. we only partner with the deepest relationships. It's never going to be this thing where we connect with just this average connection. We just connect with this average person. You know, it has to be something that has deep meaning. It has to have something that has deep sentimental connection. It has to be a person that know we never can forget either, as much as they never can forget us. And that's why we leave this overwhelming passion when you connect with us. That's why we leave this overwhelming memory with when you're with us, because we have the same overwhelming feeling about you. We get overwhelmed with all types of feelings, about any type of girl that we're into. We get overwhelmed with all types of deep, seated thoughts. So it has to be somebody that's really connected to me, because we do have that over obsessive part about ourselves, but we are still rational. You know what I'm saying? The Scorpio is not this dreamer. He's not this daydreamer. It has to be somebody that's rationally connected to us, or somebody that possibly can be connected to us. Some individuals, just like y'all have about us, a lot of y'all reoccur in our thoughts. A lot of women reoccur in our memories. A lot of women reoccur. The ones that really supposed to connect with us is like y'all keep coming back to us. And this is the same thing that a lot of y'all tell me about how y'all feel about us. We keep reoccurring. We keep that Scorpio man keep coming back. He keeps having this deep seated connection with me where I can't forget him, where I can't fake it like it's this regular thing, where I can't fake it like it's this normal connection. But you have to understand that it's never going to be regular when you're with us. It's never going to be normal and average when you're with the Scorpio man. We only give the most passionate love to whoever we're dealing with. We only give the most passionate relationships to whoever we're dealing with, because it never can be watered down with us. We can't fake it. Whenever we're in love with somebody, is deep. Whenever we're passionate with somebody, is extremely deep. Um, we leave lifelong memories. That's why I never could understand why certain women had this connection with me, because I never just see myself. We don't see ourselves like we really are. A lot of Scorpio men like me, we don't see ourselves like a lot of times y'all may see us, how y'all may look at us. So we don't understand, when y'all be like, oh, when y'all have all these feelings about us, all y'all have all this deep, intense connections with us. I'm really just starting to really understand the impact that we have, the connection that we have with y'all, but we don't hit it off on a light note. It's always going to be heavy. Even from women, the first time they meet us or come around us, they might not think anything of us, but when you come around us, you will learn. You will almost instantly have an organic connection where you learn to love us, where you really concentrate on us, where you really have a deep connection with us, because we are deep rooted lovers. We are individuals that rub off on the person in an extreme way. If Scorpio was a drink, we would be like a Patron, I like some type of hard old school whiskey. It's like something that's gonna hit you, something that you're gonna feel in your system. It's something that you can't mistake for anything else. And when you connect with us, I don't know. I used to joke with some people I dated, like certain ones women, like I could tell how much y'all really be into us, or how much y'all connect with us. And you have to understand, it's going to be like this every time you're dealing with us. It's going to be like that every time you're dating a Scorpio man, every time you're around that Scorpio man. You have to understand, it's going to have a deeply rooted connection. It's going to be extreme. It's going to be you're going to have all types of feelings about us at times. You're going to have all types of passionate connections with us at times. You're not going to understand why you're so connected with us, but we don't have a lightweight hand of loving. We don't have a lightweight connection with loving people. If you love us, you gonna, even from the very beginning, like a lot. It's certain women that, just being transparent. It's certain women that told me, like, when they came around me originally, they didn't have no it's not they like a lot of y'all be looking for individuals necessarily, because it's like I know a lot of y'all tell me like a lot of women that come across us are empaths. A lot of women that come across us are very, very secluded, very private, very shy, but still intense lovers, but they don't date too often. They won't they won't be around too many individuals too often. They won't just connect with anybody too often. And thank you for, I don't know if y'all still up in here. I hope y'all still up in here. I try not to pay attention to just the number game, but I just want to make sure y'all up in here with me. Let me know if y'all up in here. You know, happy birthday. I don't know. I don't know if you up in here. You ain't say nothing to me. I can't say happy birthday if I don't know if you in here, but if she in here, I'm pretty sure she'll comment. But when we connect with somebody, we connect very heavy. Um, that's why I tell y'all all the time that I don't forget nobody I ever dealt with. I don't forget their nicknames. I don't even forget certain things about them, because anybody that a Scorpio man connects with, anybody that he falls in love with, anybody that he builds this dominating relationship with, this passionate relationship with, it's going to always hit heavy. It's always going to have this deep thing. A lot of women, they originally come around us and having any intentions, any tendencies, or any feelings of being in a relationship, or realizing they're going to be in a relationship, as far as connecting with us, as far as being in a relationship with us. And so you have to understand, when you're dealing with a Scorpio man, it's going to always be one of those things where the love is going to connect with you, and it's always going to be heavy. When the relationship connects with you, it's always going to be deep. It's always going to be heavy. It's always going to be passionate. It's never going to be this lightweight level relationship. It's never going to be this watered down. And I'm not just saying to be funny. I'm not just saying to be braggadocious. I never had a watered down, cold relationship in my life. Like, as far as any real levels. When I'm on I never had no. The only time I had a low frequency level, when that was before, like, in the very beginning of my journey, like when I was really, really still kind of dwelling on a low frequency. I wasn't really on the level in the spiritual place I'm really at now. But when you dealing with us, you got to understand, we're deeply rooted with passion, with who we're connected to. Um, we're going to melt on your memory. We're not the individuals that you can easily forget. We're not the individuals that you can cross and be on, and feel like you're in this watered down connection, or feel like you're in this fake connection. You're going to know that this is something deep. You're going to know, even if you don't know right away. A lot of women, y'all tell us, like, we rub off on y'all, even if it's not in the beginning. You got to understand that we a type of person that's going to hit you heavy. Even if it comes, in a duration of time, you don't feel weird. I just this is the reason, because I want y'all to understand, it's not something to feel weird about. It's not something to feel ashamed about. This is the impact that us as Scorpio have on our relationships. This is the connection that and the impact that most Scorpios have on the people around us. So you're gonna have deep memories about us. You're gonna have all types of deep feelings about us. You're gonna have a lot of intense passion, connections about us. And I hope I can prove myself wrong, because I was kind of like apprehensive about doing this video, because it's the end of the month and I know it's really slow, as far as, getting people to come into the chat, get people to watch the videos, at a certain time of the month. But hopefully I can still get y'all up in here. And like I always tell y'all hit me with the heart. Let me know if y'all up in here. Make sure y'all hit the like button. I know a lot of y'all be tuning in and looking real heavy, but make sure you hit the like button. Let me know if y'all up in here. If you want to show that love, make sure you donate to my Cash App link, which is posted in the chat room, as well as my PayPal link. If you know, if you want to hit me up behind the scenes, make sure you hit me up at 312-526-6350. 312-526-6350. Hopefully we can get this thing rolling in the right direction. Hopefully. But when you connect with a Scorpio, understand that we only connect with people in the with depth. We only connect with people with deep passion. We only connect with individuals that we feel this undeniable connection with, this undeniable chemistry with, this undeniable communication with, undeniable conversation with. So it's nothing watered down. It's nothing fake. It's nothing, that we have to try to do. It's just natural. Every relationship I ever had, it just had a natural flow with it. It's just a natural feeling where we're both feeling each other on a very deep level. I see y'all up in here. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Y'all don't got no love for God body. What's going on with y'all? Y'all don't even want to like my video no more. What's going on with y'all? It's a couple of y'all that commented. Make sure y'all hit that like button too, y'all. But one thing you gotta understand when you connect with us, um, is we don't have a light impact on individuals. We don't have a lightweight connection on individuals. Even with how my stuff be getting messed around with and watered down as far as the algorithm or whatever. It's like my impact, my connection with y'all is so deep. It don't really matter because every person I connect with heavy. Every person that came across my path has told me they had a deep impact or a deep connection with me, something that was very relatable, and that's how you're gonna feel when you're around us. You're gonna feel this kindred spirit connection when you're around the Scorpio, where you're gonna feel like you've known us for a long, long time. Where you're gonna feel like we been around you for years. You're gonna feel like we had this deep connection with you for enormous quantity of time. You're gonna feel like you known us for you're the soulmate. You're gonna feel that passion in that connection. And I'm just being patient, y'all, because I know sometimes I put a lot of pressure on myself because I want this stuff to do well, but I gotta understand I'm not a sold product, so I gotta do stuff the real way. So I gotta stop being so, what's the word for it? Stop putting so much pressure on myself. But make sure y'all still hit that like button. Make sure y'all follow me. But one thing you gotta understand when you connect with the Scorpio man, we we are our type of individual that we connect with an individual on a deep level. You know, everything that he does is going to leave a heavy feeling that's unforgettable. Every piece of ourselves we share. We don't just get in a relationship with somebody. We really share a depth of our soul with them. We share a depth of our selves with them that we don't do with most individuals. That we don't show to most individuals. That we can't fake with nobody. It has to be something that's real. So when we're around you, we're gonna leave lifelong memories. The sexual passion, yes, it's very intense. Yes, you know, it's a reason because we literally want to share something with that woman that she can never forget. The Scorpio man is not just this intense sexual passionate sign just to be sexual for no reason, or just to be just that give you this watered down connection for no reason. It has to be. We have to show you, every piece of ourselves. We have to leave an impact on your body and your mind and your soul, where you can never forget us. You can't mistake us for nobody else. And I know anybody that ever dated me, I know they can never mistake me or forget me or mix me up with anybody else because of the connection. And that's why I never felt the a reason to have to rebound. I never had felt the reason to have to just be chasing women or playing the game, some type of dating game, because it's not a game to me. and it's not a game to the majority of Scorpios. It has to be something very in depth. Even the Scorpios that play around, most of the time it's for a reason. It's something that it's something in their soul that they're trying to feel that's been missing. But for those of us that's really got past that, that's really uh, wised up past that level, is like I know every connection has to be meaningful. I know every woman that crossed my path, she has to be as serious minded as you know, as I am. She has to be as deep as I am. We don't mind. We're not these individuals that try to pressure individuals to be serious with us, or pressure individuals to connect with us, or try to come off as this over the top individual. No, it's nothing like that. We just want the person to understand, how serious our passion is for them. How serious the connection is for us. Because it's never uh, this temporary thing for us. Even if I wanted to forget somebody, or if I wanted to play a certain role, I can't really play that role because I know I love deeply. I know I care deeply. And I might, and us as Scorpio, we never might ever say anything about it. It's certain women I regretfully told I love them, but at the same time I don't, because if they don't accept it, or they feel some type of way about it, I don't appreciate it. They don't take nothing from me. But I always been a person that's deep spiritual and deep hearted and extremely passionate. I don't care if she was wild as a wild tiger. I don't care if she was calm. It's just they always felt my feelings. Anybody that connected with me, even from a distance, they always had uh, an intense connection with me that made them feel a certain type of way, that made them bond with me a certain type of way, that made them connect with me on a personal thing. Even if they mad at me or have an attitude with me, it's a personal thing where nobody around them will understand. They like, why what is her problem? Because you're gonna feel a personal connection with us. You're gonna have a personal passion for us that's not duplicated. You're gonna have a personal connection with us that's not like anybody else. So when you're around us, you're gonna have this overwhelming feelings. When you're around that Scorpio, you're gonna have this overwhelming connection where it's not gonna be fake. It's not gonna be able to be pretend. I just want to see if the clarity in my video look better a certain way. I just want to make sure y'all can see me. And thank you tomorrow, Five Side, Too Much Grant, and Copper the Pop, Copper the Popper. Hopefully I can get more of y'all to comment. You know what I mean? Like I told y'all, this is a real Scorpio man. Love melted in her memory. That's why we like connecting with people in a deep way. We like heaviness. I want y'all to understand this because I don't just be making videos just to be seen. I'm not I don't, I really make stuff when I have something really deep to say. This is the reason why we ask for pictures, y'all. This is the reason why certain Scorpios might come off a certain way at certain times, because we really, we really want to make an impact on that person. We really want to have an unforgettable connection with y'all, where y'all excuse me, because y'all know I like for y'all to see me and get that real look with me. We don't we don't have a watered down fake connection with y'all. It's never gonna be this lightweight thing. It's never gonna be this um, temporary thing. That's why we're so serious with y'all. That's why we're so over the top with y'all, because we never forget the person, even if we want to, even if we want to play a certain type of role, even if we want to fake it on a certain type of note. It can never be fake with us. It can never be, you know, lightweight with us. But the thing that makes certain Scorpios take longer to, talk about it or open up about it is because he might be unsure on how you may receive these deep feelings. That's why we really connect with y'all. That's why the Scorpio man may glance over your social media. You might have one of those things. I don't know, y'all women, y'all deal with stuff differently. So we don't be knowing how y'all be seeing all the stuff. Like, I know you've been looking at my profile. I have ways. We don't know. We don't understand all this stuff. We're men. We're not trying to be as complex about figuring out all this stuff. We don't even look into stuff like that. So yeah, he probably is looking over your social media. Yeah, he's looking over you in certain things because we connect on a deep level. We really want to build a bond with in a relationship. I be with the person on a deep level. So we really focus on y'all unintentionally. It's just a natural thing for Scorpio man. We're gonna look after you. We're gonna pay attention to you. We're gonna be passionate around you. We're gonna be intense with you. We're gonna be deeply connected to you, and that's just how it is. If you're not used to that, that's understandable. But if you're gonna call yourself dealing with a Scorpio man, or call yourself, even dating a Scorpio man, you have to understand that it's going to be on that level, that it's going to be with that same intensity, that it's going to be with that same heaviness. Because, and I keep forgetting it is the last. People will be like, it's the God body. You doing videos? It's the last weekend of the summer, and I understand that. I guess I'm just different, and I apologize to y'all. I gotta be myself. I really I know I'm really a different individual. I don't try to be weird, just do videos on a weird time. But I just show y'all these different pieces of myself because I really create so much and write so much content. And I'm at a different place in my life where I don't follow I don't really follow no normality. So I hope y'all don't mind me doing stuff at awkward times. And like I always tell y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. We leave a lifelong bond and a lifelong connection. We leave a lifelong bond and a lifelong connection with whoever we're dealing with. Like they'll never see us again because we know time is extremely precious. Time is of the essence. So with the Scorpio man, he will try to leave lifelong memories with you. Everything we do is going to be passionate. Everything we do is going to have an unforgettable tone to it because we never want you to forget us. We never want you to mistake us for nobody. We don't want to play around. We're not doing it for no pretend. We're not doing it to just be doing it. You got to understand that we really pulling out the depths of our soul with everything that we do, with anything we do. So when it comes to talking to you, it's going to be deep. We're going to make deep eye contact. He might even want to FaceTime you if he can't be in front of your face. That's why I tell y'all, when you talk to a Scorpio man, he's not going to abbreviate connecting with you through a phone a lot of times because it don't have no memory to it. Certain things, you can have certain conversations that have a depth to it on the phone, but we really want to hold you. We really want to talk to you. We really want to look at you. It's all about bonding. It's not about just it's not this possessiveness. It's just like I just want to spend time with you. I want to share memories with you. Because I don't do this with everybody else. So what me and you have is something special. What me and you have is something more on a permanent level. It's more on a deeper level. So yeah, he's going to want to see you more often. He's going to want to be around you. Um, the conversation that you have with him, make sure they count because some of y'all, your Scorpios, love you dearly. He connects with you dearly, but you might not connect with him and show the intense pieces of yourself. You might try to water down yourself and try to show only certain small fragments of yourself, small fractions of yourself, and you're not showing him the depths. You're not showing him how heavy you can be. You're not showing him how deep you can be. How many levels of intensity that your love can go. How many levels of intensity can your love, really go. So it's like he wants to know these things. We want to know for sure. We want to see it through your actions. We want to see it, in real lifetime. So if you connect with us, we don't play around. You know what I mean? We don't have we don't have this um like the words of our leaders. We don't have this balance where we just play around. We don't have this balance where we just be watered down and take this certain time. It has to be deep. We have to show you the deepest parts of ourselves. We're not going to show it at all. He's going to show you the most in depth, calmest, most explosive pieces of himself. He's not going to show you anything at all. That's why when you have conversation with us, he wants to hear that deep conversation. He wants to know about those inappropriate, explicit thoughts in your mind. He wants to know how many sexual feelings you feel about him. He wants to know the deeper, intense, serious parts of your life. He wants to know about the darker, hidden pieces of yourself that you are shy to talk about, because this is the stuff that's going to spark a deep spiritual connection, a certain deep trust, a certain impact that it's not going to be able. He can't find with nobody else, and that's why when we bond with certain pieces of y'all, it's so special to us and it's so real for us, because we don't take time for granted. We want everything to be like this memorable photograph, this memorable connection. So everything the Scorpio man does with you, he's going to be real deep about it. He's going to be real serious about it. And I just want to make sure y'all can connect with me. I want to make sure y'all can see me. Make sure y'all up in here. Like I always tell y'all, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all follow me at Godbody_2009. If y'all want to hit me up behind the scenes, make sure you hit me up at Godbody_2009 on Instagram. What's going on with y'all? Right? I don't know what's going on today. Maybe it's the end of the summer, lagging or whatever. And I know they do my stuff funny anyway, y'all. So I know how a lot of y'all tell me don't be worrying about that stuff, but I'm talking about y'all that's in here. I'm not talking about keeping up with the Joneses, but y'all let me know if y'all that watching my video, y'all make sure y'all participate. Make sure y'all let me know. I appreciate those that do tune in, but it's real. It's a little quiet even for my page is real quiet. So I'm a little I don't know, y'all. And y'all let me know if y'all want me to keep the video up. Like I always tell y'all, if you want to reach out for me advice, any type of consultation, any type of connection, make sure you hit me up at 312-526-6350. 312-526-6350. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all follow me at Godbody_2009. If you're enjoying these videos, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you to all my new supporters. Y'all give me 1 second. Let's give everybody a little time to come in, because I know I start my videos more on a immediate pace. So I want to give y'all a chance to still say what y'all got to say, even though they ain't gonna let but so many of y'all up in here. I know I don't even need to bring it up, but let's just be real. A lot of them they ain't gonna let a lot of y'all in here at certain times. So, but I still appreciate those that tune in, those that show love, because it's people that certain people just don't want to show love either. But thank you to all those that really hit the like button and really support the videos. Y'all give me 1 second. Dark and because there's a lot of people that be coming around the page that really don't have no real connection or real support for the page. But thank you to so many of y'all that's been showing love. Even with all the weird stuff that happens to my channel, that gets done to my channel. Thank you for those that kept it real. Y'all the reason why I keep doing this. Y'all the reason why I keep going. And I really appreciate y'all for the, support. Y'all give me a second. I'm just trying to get this stuff straight, y'all. So understand when you're dealing with a Scorpio man, y'all give me 1 second. Let me get this out the way. So understand when you're dealing with a Scorpio man that we don't deal with individuals, on any type of light note. Everything that you do with the Scorpio man is going to have a deep memory. He's always going to leave this intense, memorable impact. It's always going to be something that is mesmerizing. It's always going to be something that's amazing. We don't we try to make the relationship like something that we would want. We try to go into this transparency where we can really understand you. That's why a lot of times when you're dealing with a Scorpio man, he will ask you a lot of questions that's personal. He will ask you a lot of things that's more in depth that you never been asked before. We will ask you things that are very serious. We will talk to you very serious because we really want to really we really want to show you that intensity that you want. We really want to bring that love into into fruition, into reality. So that Scorpio, he's going to ask you deep things about yourself. He's going to ask you, why do you like this? Why do you enjoy this? What do you really like? What do you really want? Don't just tell me what sounds good. Don't just tell me what's politically correct. Don't tell me what sounds appropriate. Tell me what you really want. What do you really feel? What have you really endured? What type of passion do you really look for in your relationships? What type of intensity and sexual connection do you want your relationship? Do you like the taste of this? Do you like the smell of that? Do you like experience this? How you ever want to experience that? How you ever had it like this? And in the romance, how you ever had it like that in the romance? Don't just say what sounds cool. Don't just tell him what you rather prefer to tell. Tell him what's real because he's not trying to. We're not trying to put you on the spot. We're not just trying to be in your business, but we want to know exactly, how to fit into your realm. He wants to know exactly how to be the most passionate romantic man. He wants to give you that extreme Scorpio love. He wants to give you that extreme Scorpio intensity. But that's why we ask questions because we really want to take it to that point. We want to take it to that point that is mesmerizing to that woman. We like the relationship to be mesmerizing. We like the relationship to be deeply connected. We like to bring a fantasy into real life. So if we can connect with that woman, the more we connect with that woman, the better. The more passion that we show to that woman, the better it is for us. So we don't connect on this lightweight type of term. We don't connect on this watered down relationships. We don't play around with any woman that we're with. We don't play around with any connection that we with. It's always going to be deep. I see some of y'all coming up in here. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Some of y'all just sitting up in here. Some of y'all, I don't know. Y'all let me know if y'all up in here. What's going on, y'all? Y'all communicate with me. I know some of y'all don't wait till y'all with the video in. You can still communicate with me behind the scenes, but let me know. Say something while y'all up in here. Like I always tell y'all, make sure you follow me at Godbody_2009. If you want to hit that like button, it's the three dots in your right hand corner. Once you hit those three dots, it will give you an option to hit the like button. So make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you support. If you want to donate, make sure you donate to my Cash App, which is $Godbody2009. My PayPal link, which is posted in the chat room as well. So make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. If you want to hit me up behind the scenes, make sure you hit me up at 312-526-6350. And this is a Scorpio man, love melted in her memory, because every connection that we have, we're going to melt in your memory. We're going to make it very intense. We're going to make it very passionate. You know, even if y'all like that intensity, like we really do it for a deep reason. It's not just for this ego thing. It's not just for this, just to even get you sexually aroused. It's because we want to plant a permanent mark that can't be erased. We want you all to ourselves. Yes, we do have that possessive piece of ourselves that's like that. Yes, I want you all to myself. If I got to put it all in your system, if I got to make you sweat, if I got to make you climb the walls and sweat all your hair all out, and crazy, then that so be it. You know what I'm saying? That's what it takes to get glued to your memory. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? If I got to have deep conversations with you, I don't mind doing that. But I'm going to make sure I'm permanently glued into your memory in every category in your life. I'll make sure the conversations are deeper than anybody you ever been around. I'm gonna make sure even when you mad at me, you're not gonna be mad. You're gonna have this intense, even women that's mad at us, it's like you're gonna have this personal, grudge against, almost like this person that you love, but it gets on your nerves. You know what I'm saying? It's never gonna be this thing where you just hate us. It's always gonna be this thing where it's real, where y'all just had a goofy fallout or whatever, but it's never gonna be this thing where you're gonna feel a hatred towards us. It's just gonna be this thing where you be like, oh my gosh, that was my best lover forever. That was my best buddy forever, but we fell out over something stupid. You know what I mean? Because you will never forget us. You know what I'm saying? Because we never forget y'all either. That's why I tell y'all, all the time why Scorpio man is so, why we have such a way of being, weird when it comes to memories, when it comes to showing, a certain affection, when it comes to showing a certain consistency, because so many times for us is, a lot of people don't understand us. A lot of people take the connection for granted. A lot of people take the passion for granted. They don't understand where we're coming from. They just look at us like, oh, he's just this passionate, man that's just being weird. He's just being himself. But you don't realize we're showing you this piece of ourselves because we really trust you. We really connect with you. We don't see you like nobody else. So we show you that through our actions. The Scorpio man will show you through his consistency. He will show you through his intensity. So whenever you're around us, you're not going to be able to mistake us for nobody else. You're gonna have a constant when you're dealing with Scorpio man, you're gonna have a constant thought about us. Um, it's gonna be one of those connections where to just I'm just making sure everybody's clear. It's not gonna be one of those connections where you're gonna be able to fake it. Whatever feelings that you feel for us is going to be it's going to feel heavy. It might start off casual, but even women that had casual feelings about me or whatever, that I didn't even expect to like me or ever connect with me, they had deep feelings for me. And I feel like a lot of y'all have real deeper feelings for us than even y'all show. But a Scorpio man is the type of individual that want to get to the depths of that person. He wants to get the most passion out of that person. He wants to get the most intensity out of that woman he's dealing with. He doesn't want anything watered down. He doesn't want anything to be, faked. And like I said, hopefully we can get this connected and corrected, like I always tell y'all, because I really enjoy doing these for y'all, whether they make it easy for me to do it or not. So y'all please forgive me at certain times when I get frustrated, because I really want these videos to come out good. So y'all please make sure y'all support, make sure y'all hit that like button, because y'all the only reason I really do these. So I hope y'all appreciate them. I hope y'all like them. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you follow me at Godbody_2009. Let me know if you're up in here. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit me with the like button. Let me know if y'all up in here. Make sure y'all let me know if y'all enjoying it. Let me know where you from. I know a lot of y'all are shy and stuff like that, but just let me know if you connect with the video. I ain't gonna get caught into the simulation of what things may look like, but I just want y'all to know that I put in this effort for y'all. So I hope the ones that really tune in really and Cooper the I don't know if you still up in here, but let me know where you from if you still up in here. Let me know how long you've been tuning in. I really appreciate it. Um, Anybody that I connect with, just like they only got like they only letting a couple of y'all in my chat room. Even though I know it's only a few of y'all that's allowed to come in here, I know that my energy is so intense and my aura is so heavy that even the few of y'all that's in here, I know that I'm leaving a deep impact on y'all. I know as soon as a person really connect with my videos over time, the ones that really tune in, they never gonna forget me. Even some of the ones that might get frustrated with me, some of the ones that might be scared of me, some of them might just be confused by me, but they going to connect with me whether they want to or not. It's women that really love me and connect with me, and they really don't want to be, because we get on y'all. That Scorpio man might get on your nerves. You know what I mean? That Scorpio man might be hard headed. That Scorpio man might be stubborn. You know what I mean? But it's not going to affect the way you feel about us. It don't matter how grumpy or how weird the connection left off, what happened the last time you talked to that Scorpio. You're going to always have a certain loyalty towards us. You're going to always have a real deep connection with us where it's not going to matter what nobody says or nobody thinks. You're going to always have this real love for us and this real passion. Yo, excuse me, I just had to move all this mess out the way. Let me know if you up in here. Make sure you hit that like button with the hearts. Let me know where you from. Whoever's hitting the heart button, if you don't mind, please let me know where you from. Let me know how long you've been watching. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure y'all donate if y'all can. If you want to show love to the platform, make sure you donate to my Cash App link, which is posted in the chat room. My PayPal link. If you want to reach out to me behind the scenes, make sure you reach out to me at 312-526-6350. And my Cash App link is $Godby2009 if you just want to show a little love to the channel. You know, this is a Scorpio man love melted in her memory because every that's why every connection, every relationship I had, I wanted to make it like a fantasy for her. A fantasy for both of us. I wanted to make it like a dream come true for both of us because I knew it's gonna be if I make it like that, she'll never forget it. Not trying to make myself seem like Mr. Dream World or Mr. Perfect, but I feel like if you're gonna be around a woman, be around anybody, why not make it the best impact? Why not make it the most? And if you're gonna have sex, why not make it the most intense, passionate sex, the most enjoyable sex, the most unforgettable sex? If you're gonna have conversations, make it the most intellectual conversations, the most spiritual conversations, the most mentally stimulating conversations, the most diverse, eclectic conversations. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna if you're gonna kiss her passionately, French kiss her, light kiss her. If you're gonna grab that booty, you better grab it, handle it, palm it, bounce it. You know what I'm saying? It's like spank it. Like I have to bring, what I'm saying, just in a more political correct way. I have to make it unforgettable and mouth dropping for her. I had to make her eyes flinch. Like I had to give her that intense, intoxicated look, like she done drunk a bottle of wine after sex. Make her have this over passionate, that Kool-Aid smile that y'all have when we give y'all deep conversations, because it's a part of it's definitely a foreplay. Deep conversation for certain signs is a foreplay, especially with Gemini's. They really like that. Virgos, they really like that deep conversation. You know what I mean? It's certain other signs that really like that in-depth piece of us, on a serious level, So the Scorpio man, he's gonna be heavy with you every time you around him. If and that's why we draw out intense women. We attract women that are very private. Yes, she can be very quiet. Yes, she can be very standoffish, but they are nonetheless intense as we are. We attract women, a lot of women that are just as sexually passionate, even if it's quiet as kept as we are. They just as overwhelming to be around, as we are. Much love. Been watching for a while. I'm a Scorpio woman dealing with a Scorpio man. Can you make a video about that connection? Make sure you donate, lovely. Make sure you take out my Cash App link and reach out to me if you want a more in-depth descriptive video. Make sure you reach out to me and email me step by step what you want, and make sure you donate. Make sure y'all show love. Don't just put me to work, lovely. Make sure you show love for your, and I don't mind doing stuff like that for y'all. But make sure you show that love. Let me know where you from. And to all my new supporters, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me at Godbody_2009. Make sure y'all hit that like button. If you want to reach out to me behind the scenes, make sure you reach out to me at 312-526-6350. 312-526-6350. And just like I said, let me know where you're from, lovely. If you want to reach out to me, make sure you get my links. If you want any requests, you know, y'all make sure y'all donate. Make sure y'all show that love, and I appreciate it. Um, I never had a if anything whack about any relationship I ever had. Just being transparent. The only whack part about it was us disconnecting over goofy stuff, or us disconnecting over petty stuff. Because the worst thing I could say about my relationships of anything in the past was we always broke up over silly stuff. Um, we were never in each other's faces. We was always breaking up over the phone or some goofy stuff like that. But when we was around each other, it was never nothing less than passionate. We let space and time dictate our the thing. That's the realest thing I could say. I let space and time dictate my relationship instead of the love that we had for each other. I let I let silence and space lead the way and be the conductor of the relationship instead of letting love, all the passionate memories that we have, all the loyalty that we have for each other be the conductor. I let BS and space be the conductor. You know what I'm saying? If you let space and silence be the conductor of your relationship, it's going to lead it into arguments, um, unnecessary fallouts. You know what I mean? Just stuff that could have been avoidable. But none of my relationships have been forgettable. Um, I'm talking about, like, I just seen a video somebody made yesterday saying, um, in such and such date this month. I don't know if it's a couple of days or if it already passed. It's like 2016 will be. It's been 10 years and 4 months. I think they say like 4 months. It's gonna be 2016. Been 10 years since it's been 2016. I like, wow. You know what I mean? Like that was like yesterday with me. That was the short hair god body. That was the that was the stocking cap god god body. That was a different side of me. Did you hear what I say, Miss Lovely? You ain't answer none of my questions, but a lot of y'all don't. A lot of it's not just you, Lovely. I'm not picking on you, but a lot of people don't listen. A lot of people don't listen to not just a Scorpio. A lot of people don't listen in this world anymore. It's like a lot of times when you talk, it's like you're talking to yourself. Even if it's a bunch of people around, it's only gonna be 2%, maybe less than that, that might listen and understand what you're saying. But I'm not mad at you, but I hope you're listening with a serious, mature, wise ear. Because there's a lot of people that come around me, they don't be serious. You know, I understand New York is like, just let me, just respond to me in the same New York manner. Just let me know. Yeah, I got your information. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let me know. Just respond to me. That's all I ask. If you got my information, all that stuff. Um, I don't chase relationships. But when I connect with somebody, I connect with them very seriously. I'm not gonna hold back from you. I'm not gonna play cool with you to look cool. I'm gonna be very intense. I'm gonna be very open. I'm gonna look at you in your eyes. I'm gonna be like, do you want me around you? Do you want me to come at you? Do you want me to be intense and romantic with you? You let me know. If you tell me no, you will never ever see me again. And he be, oh my god, you know how y'all be when we be intense with y'all, like, oh what the, like, he's crazy. Oh my gosh, he's serious. But we don't have that type of time. We're not these type of individual men that play with time like these teenage boys. Like we have time to be beating around the bush. Like we have time to be wasting our time. Like we have time to be wasting your time. Like I want your love and I want it now. I wanted to give it to you in the most intense way. I want to be romantic with you. I want to touch you. I want to taste you. I want to be all over you. I want to have conversations with you. I want to build with you. I want you all to myself. And we don't hold back because we don't have forever in a lifetime. I'm not some feline that has 9 lives to waste. I don't, this is not the Twilight Zone where we have 100 lifetimes to come back. It sounds nice and cute, but I want to live my life now. I want to do it now. I don't want to wait until another trimester. I'll wait till another, no, you only get one time. And that's on a serious note. You only get one time. You only get one connection. You only get one really time to really show that piece of yourself. Let me see if I can see who this person is. I hope y'all be serious sometimes. It's a lot of people that come around me that don't be serious, you know. But instead of like looking at it negatively, it makes me appreciate the serious individuals. It really does because it's so many goofies, men and women alike, that's in this world. You happy to be around a serious person. You happy to be around a person with a brain. You happy to be around a woman that knows how to kiss. You happy to be around a woman that knows how to cook rice, know how to that knows how to do that knows how to make toast without burning it. You know what I'm saying? That knows how to, what I mean, think about conversation topics that are not something that's in mainstream. You know what I'm saying? This is deeper. Is just like they say, it's levels to things. It's levels of women, definitely, just like it's levels to men. You know what I mean? Like a lot of women have extremely. It's some women that's so deeply spiritual and so wise and so feminine in nature. They get overlooked. You know what I mean? But I know y'all exist. I know y'all out there, and people like y'all, women like y'all, and men like y'all make me do videos because I don't do videos for just everybody. Let me see. Cook right. Did you hear my question though, lovely? I ain't gonna ask you no more, but did you hear what I asked you? I ain't talking about none of that stuff. I thank you for the whatever, but did you hear what I did you hear what I asked or whatever? And because that's why I don't get mad when people flake on me or turn their back on me or walk away because I don't have time for anything less than a loyal person. I don't have time for temporary connections. I don't care for being around fake people that don't appreciate me. Like I need to be around like only good, honest, like passionate people that's full of life. I only want to be around individuals that have deep connections with their relations, that have deep connections with whoever they bond with. Like I can't be around no watered down souls. I can't be around no watered down individuals. It has to be something that's deep or something that's impactful. You know, I don't connect with people on this temporary type of connection. Nah, you ain't serious, because you're not even answering my question. You see, I mean, it ain't no shots at nobody that's coming through. Everybody's not serious. Everybody's not a serious person, y'all. That's why I tell y'all when y'all reach out to me, when y'all talk or whatever, just make sure you're a serious person because I'm not this watered down individual. I know this world is full of fake people and full of weirdos. Just understand, like no taking no shots at nobody. I'm not one of the majority. I'm not this fake weirdo that you're used to talking to. So please don't come at me like you come at everybody else because I don't want to come off a certain way because you unintentionally said I did something stupid or weird. I don't I'm not I'm one of the exceptions. I'm not like most people you ever run across. I'm sorry. I'm more like your dad or your granddad or your uncle. I'm like from a person from a different era. So please understand when I come at you a certain way, I don't be trying to be funny. I just asked you, did you get my information? Did you get the information? You know, I asked, and you're not the only one. It's a couple of them that didn't get it, but just understand when we connect with people, you know, I want somebody that listens to what I say. I want somebody that really understand my soul. Even if I can't abbreviate certain things, she can abbreviate certain things that I might not even understand. That's why I draw in a lot of women that are very spiritual. I draw in women that are very deeply connected to soul connections. Um, Women that are indigo children, women that are quote unquote chosen, women that are spiritual goddesses, women that can read through people's soul like me. I connect with those type of women because they the only one that can date a deep person with gifts or with things like me because anybody else that's not connected to a higher frequency, everything I say is going to sound like a foreign language to you. Even people that come across my videos, if you're not a deep person that really live life or really understand a certain portion of yourself, my videos are going to sound like Swahili to you. You're not going to know anything. You're going to be so lost. It ain't going to be no goofy, weird stuff. It ain't going to be no stupid, uh, idiot talk. It's all real stuff. Only the kings and queens and champions can understand what I'm talking about. We talk on a different level. We talk our own language. We follow by the beat of our own drums. We're what's the word we're trailblazers. We're the weirdos. We're the outsiders. We're the black sheeps. But we always the ones that people never forget. I'm the one that individuals can never mistake for nobody. But I'm the black sheep. I'm the one that people always call when it gets down to the nitty gritty. But I'm the one that gets talked about and gets hated on. But when it's crunch time and it's time for somebody to step in line, I'm the first one they call. They know who's going to do and who's going to be crying and looking ducking for help. They know who the one that's going to get to it. Whether it's my any girl I ever been with, whether it's my cousins, whether it's my brother, they know who is who. They know who that guy is. They know who that guy is. They know who you are. They don't mistake you for nobody else. But you're gonna always get overshadowed when it comes to groups being around each other. You're gonna get fronted on. You're gonna get forgotten. You're gonna get people gonna play you to the left, but they never can forget you. Why are people that don't appreciate you, they never forget you. People that love you dearly, they never forget you, but they play you to the side. People that admire you, they admire you deeply and understand you, but they never have your back. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a gift and a curse to be somebody unforgettable because you in a one dimensional hindsight you are forgotten, but in reality you are the last thing that they could ever forget in 3 lifetimes. You're the last person that they're gonna ever forget, but you're the last person that they're gonna ever bring up because it causes too much. You trigger them. You bring them into their feelings. You put them in a place of humility that they're not used to being with anybody. Scorpio can make that boss chick purr like a kitten and make that little girl come out of her. A Scorpio can make that dime piece look like feel normal and feel human because she's so used to Thirsties chasing her by the thousands, Thirsties trying to sleep with her, Thirsties trying to holler at her. She's not used to just like I want him. I'm used to somebody wanting me, but I want him bad. I'm used to men wanting me bad, but I actually want him bad. I don't feel like that usually nobody, and it's gonna make her feel a certain type of way to be around people like us. She gonna feel some type of way because she not used to feeling that type of way. I'm a weirdo, so I think that's deep. This is slowly getting into something, Scorpio man. I see I see you email. I will email you. Are you gonna email me today? Cause don't. And I apologize for being so transparent with y'all, especially on live like this. But I just want y'all to understand why I'm like this, cause I'm a very logical individual. I'm so serious with y'all at times because I take y'all seriously. I'm serious with y'all because I take y'all seriously as individuals that watch my videos. So if you say you're gonna reach out to me, be serious about it. If you say you're gonna come to me for help, just be real about it. I don't have no unrealistic expectation. I don't have this thing where you owe me nothing. You don't owe me shit. But be real with me. Be honest with me. That's all I ask. If you horseshitting, don't say you're gonna do it. If you're not gonna do it, don't say you're gonna do it. If you mean what you say, then I appreciate you. Thank you. But if you're not being real, I don't appreciate that. That's why when y'all tell me something, don't say it unless you mean it. And that's when anything with a Scorpio, we take your word as law. People be like my even my father used to say that he like go on boy, like you talk. You said you expect. And I'm not going to tell you nothing because you expect so much. You talk. I'm gonna have to be. I'm gonna have to live up to my words with everything you do. I like no. If you mean what you say, you shouldn't have to worry about what you're saying. If you are honest to your word, you shouldn't have to worry about that. But if you fake and you just say anything that flies out your ass, then you have something to worry about because that Scorpio gonna see you as a just a liar. A lot of people are liars. It's a lot of people that come across my that be lying so much, and then they get mad because you called them out for being liars. They get mad when you back away from them for being pathological liars. Why come around me and you want to lie? Go lie to go somewhere and do that somewhere else. This is high frequency here. Don't bring that low frequency behavior. Hi from London. Much love. Okay, how long you been watching? Make sure you subscribe, Jade. You know what I mean? Make sure you subscribe. I, I like your name, Cunningham. that sounds important. That sounds very British. Come in, Cunningham. Ta Cunningham. That sounds very prestigious. Um, but one thing you got to understand when it comes to, Scorpio man is everything is personal with me. You know what I mean? because I know that even if I live a certain life, even if I'm given a certain time date, I know that everything I did was impactful. I'm not saying everything I did was perfect, but I know I did stuff with passion, not perfection at times, but with passion and meaning and feeling. Every person I loved, I didn't love them perfectly, but I loved them with passion, not perfection, but with passion. You know what I'm saying? And I try to give them the deepest honesty and deepest meaning, even if it's intense to them, even if it's overwhelming. They'll never forget me. You know what I mean? They'll never forget my love. They'll never forget the conversation that we have. They'll never forget me, even if they mad at me, even if they talk about me and mock me. A lot of them will deny me. A lot of them will reject me in front of other people, but deep in their heart, deep in your soul, you know how you feel, you know what you connect with me. You can do all that fraud and fronting and stuff for your ego, whatever works for a person, that's fine. But I know when it comes down to a person looking at themselves in the mirror and thinking about me, they think about me in depth. They think about me with love. Even if they think about me with anger, they think about me with care because I leave an impact that they can't replace because I love with my heart and soul. I talk with my heart and soul. I live with my heart and soul. I don't leave one behind the other. I'm not gonna leave my soul and heart out of anything I do because I know it'll never lead me wrong. You know. Uh, okay, thank you for subscribing. You know how long you been a part of the channel? Are you new? And like I always tell y'all, make sure y'all hit that like button. Let me know if y'all up in here. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I know they only let a certain number of y'all up in here. That's cool. You know, it is what it is, y'all. Like I said, I came up in here. When I first started doing these, I never had no expectations. I never had no expectations of even one. If five people would have listened to my videos, even at this point, that was gonna be a big deal to me. I'm gonna have one person to run my mouth off to when I make videos. Like that was a big deal for me, you know, because we appreciate every ounce of company that we get. We appreciate every person that love us. The Scorpio will appreciate every connection that we have. So when I love somebody, I love that woman like my best friend. I love her like she's a part of my family. I tell her deep stuff. I teach her deep stuff. A lot of my girlfriends, I seen them like start mimicking certain things I would do. I'm like, I gotta be like, damn, like I gotta watch certain things I do because you can influence your woman as well as your children. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think they can't influence their part. You can influence your spouse. You can definitely influence your spouse and your lover. So I had to watch certain things I would do. I had to watch certain things I would say. If I'm feeling in a dog shit mood, I can't display that to them because they not gonna understand that they females. They're children. Like you dealing with children, female. You got to be a certain way as a man. You got to have a certain self control as a man. So I don't show them when I'm in a bad mood. I might be more reclusive. You know what I mean? And so understand about that about Scorpio man. Certain times he'll back away just because he don't want to come off a certain way. You know. But I gave y'all a good video, man. I know people gonna come in. I know it's the end of the summer, yada yada yada. But make sure y'all show that love. Make sure y'all donate. Make sure y'all follow me when y'all get a chance. Make sure you follow me at Godbody_2009. You know, if you want to donate to my Cash App, donate to $ Godbody2009 on Cash App. You know, if you want to reach out to me at 312-526-6350. If you want to hit me up with my email, make sure you jot down my Gmail and my Yahoo, which is posted in the chat room. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I see y'all up in here. Let me know if y'all up in here, man. You know, I know a lot of y'all be coming through, but I need to see y'all. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people might feel a certain way, but I appreciate those that really stuck it out with me, those that really been tuning in, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for your high frequency, your love, And like I told y'all, this is a Scorpio man, love melting in her memory. So if I got to melt in your memory, if I have to use sensual, deep, romance, I don't mind doing that. You know what I'm saying? If I got to lift you up off your feet in a romantic passion, I will do that. If that Scorpio man got to put in hours in the bedroom and and listen to that Gemini talk, after even romantic sexual passion, she want to talk for hours. And like I never understood that part about Gemini. That's the part that's so surprising to us as Scorpio is a Gemini. She will come off so passive aggressive and so distant, but then it can just boom, she's right on the back of your neck. She's on your ass. And she will be like what's up? Like you like, ain't you about to go there or about to do? She like, no. What we doing? What's going on? Like you be like, oh snap, and you're gonna feel, and it feels intense. You know what I'm saying? But that's the surprising, more confusing part of the Gemini. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I see y'all up in here. What y'all? I'm gonna do like the youngest do. What y'all trying to see? Y'all ain't hitting no like button. So what you looking for? What y'all 11 people looking for? There you go. Cause y'all sure ain't supporting the video. They ran up out of here fast. What is y'all looking for if you ain't watching the video? What is you looking for? So one thing you got to understand when you connected with Scorpio man, this will be the last thing I drop for y'all. And I see 7 of y'all. Y'all give me that 7-7. Come on, Mr. and Mrs. 7. Hit that like button, Miss 7. What are you doing, Miss 7? I know you can pick up them fat fingers and hit the like button. Use them fat fingers and hit the like button. I ain't saying, I'm just messing with y'all, but make sure y'all hit that like button. I really appreciate it. But one thing you got to understand when you connect with the Scorpio man is it's always going to be deep. We always going to have overwhelming feeling when it comes to our partners. We always going to have this overwhelming connection when it comes to anybody we love. Um, Everything's going to be deep with us. Everything will be passionate with us, from sex, the conversation, even the introduction with the Scorpio. You're going to feel enormous intensity and enormous passion. It's women that's crossed, and I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be braggadocious, but it's women that's been friends of my sister, like that named me after her child, because the connection that we had before she had that child was so deep that she felt some type of way connected to me. She never lost her connection. She never lost her feelings for me. So she ended up naming her child after me. I'm glad I don't know who because I ain't trying to had to know. I ain't trying to have to get on somebody's ass. You know what I mean? Because I don't cross boundaries. But yeah, it's been people that's named me their children after me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even have no children. So I was flattered about that. It was surprising to me, but I was very flattered. Um, it's people that's kept pictures of me. It's people that's drawn pictures of me. It's people that written about me. It's people that have written about me in third person, where I can never tell they talking about me. It's people that mimic me in different ways, even when it comes to content, even if they don't think I could see it, because I'm a spiritual person. And I love them too. The only thing that bothers me about stuff like that is people don't recognize me, or people don't um, give me my props. You know what I'm saying? Because even if you admire me and love me, I love you too. But don't front on me. Don't forget about me. Don't act like me and you ain't never talked. Don't act like me and you ain't never had deep conversations. Don't act like I never tried to help you. Don't act like I never came around you. People are so quick to forget. People are so quick to throw you and toss you to the sides because they don't have that same depth of heart. They don't have that same depth of passion. That's why us as Scorpio man, a lot of times we stay we keep ourselves at a certain distance at bay because we don't know where people are coming from, and it's hard for us to trust them. It's hard for us to connect with them. Um, I really hope y'all enjoyed this. Y'all let me know if y'all up in here. Make sure Miss Seven, can you please hit the like button, Miss Seven? I don't know what's going on with Mr. or Mrs. Seven. It might be a Mister. That's why he might be getting mad. Never get our pro. Mr. Mystery, Mr. or Mrs. Mystery Watcher, can you please hit the like button, please? You know, that's why I have such a deep. I'm one of those people where people see me and they be like, "Oh, he's just attractive," but he probably something else when you be around. Like, if you think I'm attractive on a physical note, it's just a tiny percentage of who I am. If you think I'm a beautiful looking person, I'm way more beautiful when you know me. I'm way more attractive when you know my spirit. When you talk to me and when you connect with me, you see and learn and understand a different portion that most people will never understand. Even if you watch 1,000 videos about me, to know me is to get a different piece of me. And I only connect with people because I'm going to leave the deepest impact on their life. I only want to leave the deepest um, passionate piece of myself with them that they can take a long way with them. So I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Big kiss to all my beautiful, beautiful supporters. I hope y'all support these. You know, like I always tell y'all, make sure you reach out to me behind the scenes. Make sure y'all donate, show that love if y'all can. Let me see what you saying here, lovely. Us Scorpios never get our props. I don't know. You might not show me my props either, lovely. I'm gonna have to see. Some Scorpios don't show Scorpios props. You know what I mean? We can't expect nobody else to show us props if other Scorpios don't show Scorpios props. You know what I mean? Because I had Scorpio supporters that take my. It's a lot of Scorpios that take my content for granted. You know, it's Scorpios, it's certain Scorpios that never show my platform no love. So I'm not gonna just make it seem like it's just everybody against Scorpios. Like nah, it's a lot of Scorpios that they ain't done shit for my channel that really ain't showed me no type of love or support. So it's not just about that. It's about the soul of an individual. It's about that person as an individual. You know what I'm saying? Because just like other people that flaked on me. Other Scorpios have flaked on me. Other Scorpios have been fake to me. Other Scorpios have been weird with me. Even other Scorpios that had Scorpio channels have been weird with me and fake as hell with me. So I'm not biased. It's family that's been weird with me. It's people that I've known for 30 years that's been weird. You know, I'm out. You know, I hope you're a serious person. You said you from NYC. What part of New York City you from? You say you from New York? Are you from New York City? You said New York City, right? Are you just from New York? You could no, that was Tamara that said she from New York City. You said New York. You can't. I know you ain't from the city. You might be from the city. 'Cause you acting like you from the outskirts. Is you from the outskirts? Because you ain't acting like you from the city. Is you from the? You might be from the outskirts. Because you act. Because you not understanding me, lovely. You not understanding me right now. But I'm just messing with you. I hope you do understand. I hope all of y'all understand, man. You know, I appreciate y'all. You know, I love y'all. Thank you so much for those that's been tuning in. You know, like I tell y'all, if you want to reach out to me, make sure you subscribe. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell. I know a lot of y'all, it's the end of the summer. Y'all be safe out there. Y'all be blessed out there. Y'all make sure y'all comment. Let me know if you want to see more content later on, and I'll keep it coming for y'all. But make sure you hit that like button. You know, make sure y'all reach out to me. Make sure y'all donate, and let me know if y'all enjoying these videos. And I love y'all, and I will see y'all very, very soon. Peace.